Hey, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Tip Tuesday. I have Ryan, my co-host, with me, of course. Hello, Ryan.
Hello, Katie. Welcome back, everyone.
Yes. So today we are going to talk about the top 3 no-nos
Yes.
that prevent buyers from qualifying or could kill the deal, like buying a car to celebrate your awesome inspection or something like that, Ryan. We've had that happen, haven't we?
We have, absolutely.
Let's dive right into it. What are your top 3, my friend?
Yeah, I'm so glad we're covering this because, we have a lot of potential buyers who feel, even just like currently, the pitfalls that they have right now, even before being under contract, prevent them from buying a home. So I really want to go over the top 3 that prevents you from either qualifying or when you're in process could really impact your purchasing of a new home. So these could be deal breakers that we always want to be on the lookout for. The number one issue would be really credit. There's low credit scores, limited credit history, late payments, collections, bankruptcies. This all could prevent you from qualifying. Now, one thing to know is that there's a lot of great programs out there, though, for less than perfect credit. In some cases, we could get you qualified as low as a 500 score, even if you've had a Chapter 7 bankruptcy discharged over 2 years, or there's recent late payments or collections. You can still qualify. So bottom line, you don't need perfect credit to qualify. And if you do need credit help, most things can be fixed. So it's always important to take the first step in qualifying and, getting a mortgage application from a lender so we can look at your credit and what needs to be done to qualify you, or give you some guidance if you need any help. But if you are in process, if you're already qualified, that's really when you need to be careful about opening up any new debts. We always say, wait to actually purchase anything new, like appliances or even, cars, anything like that. That could really,
Furniture.
yes, furniture, that could really impact things. So we always say kind of pause, any of those big purchases before buying, because we usually have to do kind of a soft credit check before closing to make sure no new debt's been opened, and that could impact your closing. So credit's a big one. Number 2 is really just not enough funds for down payment. Usually when you're purchasing, you need anywhere between 3 and 5% of the down payment for actual funds to be verified. Not everybody has this available, and this could hold people back from qualifying, but there's plenty of programs out there that don't require a down payment. If you're a veteran, VA requires 0 down. If you're buying in a rural area, you could do a USDA loan that has 0 down. And even if you don't qualify for these programs, there's down payment assistance programs out there that cover the entire payment. But if you are in process and you actually do have your down payment saved, a big thing is cash deposits. Those could be a little bit difficult if you're using cash that you have saved for your down payment. The reason why is all these programs, conventional, FHA, they want to know where the funds are coming from. Either it's from your work or it's a gift from family members. So straight cash can't really be traced. We don't know where it came from. We can't properly document it. So just know cash deposits can be difficult. And usually if you have those, the best way to proceed is maybe getting a gift instead of having a cash deposit. So there's ways of working around that, but that's kind of a big one that we run into, are deposits that we can't really source where it came from. The number 3 issue for qualifying is really insufficient income. To qualify for a home purchase, we really have to document consistent income that covers your liabilities and the new mortgage. Sometimes this income can be hard to document. For instance, if you're self-employed, if you're starting to get bonus or overtime or have 2 different jobs, also if you have a lot of current debt like car loans, credit cards, this can impact your approval. Fortunately, there are options out there, for one, if you're self-employed, if you're not showing enough income, you could do bank statement loans, or you could even do, for instance, you could have a cosigner to help you qualify for more if there is any issues with your income. So the big part about that is if you're getting pre-qualified is to really provide documentation up front so we could kind of, catch this before you go under contract. So that's another big one is income. So it's always important to take an application with a lender, review your income documents and see if that's going to be a problem when you're under contract. So that's an important thing to look out for as well.
Awesome. Thank you so much for that valuable information. And quick question that popped up for me while you were talking. Do you see a lot of applicants with co-signers?
We have recently. Yes, we're
Yeah,
seeing
I
more
have
and
too.
more. Yeah, usually people who may be younger and just starting their employment, maybe just started getting overtime and their income is going to be increasing, or they're expecting bonuses, but they haven't gotten it yet. So they know their income is going to go up, but they need maybe a co-signer to help them qualify now. that's one thing and one scenario that we're seeing a lot of right now, that a lot of our buyers are getting co-signers.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Ryan. That was such valuable information as always. And I actually have linked the Down Payment Assistance Tip Tuesday show that we did a couple of weeks ago here in the show notes for our audience. So guys, check that out. If you are in need of down payment funds, if that's what's holding you back, then absolutely dig into what is available out there for you for resources. And if you want to check out any of our previous Tip Tuesday episodes, I highly encourage you to do so. There is a lot of value-packed information in our playlist over on our YouTube channel. It is at Team EvoAZ. That's our handle. Just scroll down a ways and you will see the Tip Tuesday playlist right there on our homepage. Ryan and I were talking before the show, and I couldn't even believe that we've been doing Tip Tuesday for over 3 years now. So there's plenty of information over there on that playlist. If you prefer podcast style, maybe you run a lot, maybe you're in the car a ton, in the pickup line, or maybe you work across town, whatever the case may be, then over on your favorite podcast platform, do a quick search for Arizona Real Estate Radio. There you will find us. We will see you next week, Ryan. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks, everyone.
Looking for the right home loan can be overwhelming, but it doesn't have to be. Hi, I'm Ryan Gilliam, an Arizona native with 20 years of experience helping families find the best mortgage solution for their needs. Whether you're a first-time home buyer or refinancing, I make the process simple, stress-free, and tailored just for you. I help you access better rates, offer guidance tailored to your goals, and make the mortgage approval process easier every step of the way. Your best mortgage starts with the right partner. Let's make your home goals happen. Reach out today.